So as you may recall, we're still riding on that $100 bankroll from all the way back to the first video in this series. And remember too, we were running low in that bankroll and we had to step down to the 50-cent coin denomination. So we're at $28 on the 50-cent coin denomination, which if you scaled that up to the dollar coin denomination, we would be at $56 or 50% of our original $100 bankroll. So when we scale down the 50-cent coin, we're just trying to keep it relative to that $100 bankroll. So $28 on a 50-cent coin denomination is more or less 50% of a 50-cent coin denomination bankroll. So all I'm trying to point out here is that we have to maintain the bankroll by scaling up and down the coin denominations. So no matter what coin denomination we're on, we're just trying to maintain the bankroll relative to that specific coin denomination. So if you do that effectively, eventually the good hits come around, you can scale up to a higher coin denomination, then you're going to go through a progression of royal flush combinations. Eventually one of those convert, and if you're at a higher coin denomination, that is a great win. That's the point of this whole exercise. So picking up where we left off, we had just hit a full house at the end of the last video. There you go, royal flush shot. It didn't convert, but if it did, that would have been a $2,000 royal flush. That's what I'm trying to do here. Maintain the bankroll, enough of those combinations go through, and then we have our royal flush. Notice here at $43, we're almost 50% of our $100 bankroll. I think I'm going to go ahead and scale it up to the dollar coin now. And the reason I do that is I want to expose myself to a higher royal if it happens to hit, because we're out of the danger zone if we're at about 50% of our bankroll. We can kind of manage that and scale down if we need to, but we also want to make ourselves available or in a position for big hits on a higher coin denomination. So there you are, we got a full house on the dollar coin denomination, followed by a flush, which brings us right back close to the $100 bankroll that we've been maintaining all along in this series. So all we need to do now is have a few good hits and we can go to $2 coin. And you just know if I'm on $2 coin and a royal flush hits for $8,000, I'm definitely going to put that $8,000 towards the $100,000 goal in the John's World Challenge. Another royal flush shot. I really don't care if it hits or not. Eventually it will, and then we'll have $4,000 to scale up our play. It's just a matter of time. And if you see my reflection bobbing and weaving behind the camera, it's because it's very uncomfortable to be leaning to one side or the other filming this content so that you can make your card choices. So it's not a very comfortable thing, to film your play. Much easier to play without a camera. And notice too that we're getting back around to the $43 bankroll mark. If I'm uncomfortable with that, I can always scale it back down to the 50-cent level and basically double my bankroll. Keep playing on that, get a few more good hits, right back to the dollar coin, continue on. So it's not so much that you're becoming a master at video poker, but you must become a master at managing your bankroll. You do that and you'll be hitting a lot more royal flushes, believe me. Man, I'd love to go for that straight flush shot right there, but the correct hold is the straight. If I were to go for the straight flush, that's a 16% error. Considering how low we are in the bankroll, not a smart move. Gotta preserve the bankroll. Don't take these kinds of gut shots. But if I were way, way, way up, I'd probably take that shot, mainly because I can manage my bankroll and get that money back anyway. But you don't take that shot when you're low in the bankroll. You just save it for later when you're way, way up, and then you can take those gut shots. It's not correct strategy, but you can afford to do it if you can maintain your bankroll very, very well. So there we go. That straight just put us back in the positive territory with our $100 bankroll. Now wouldn't it be something if we could take that $100 bankroll and stretch it all the way till the end of the year and hitting royals along the way? Now that's a big stretch, not going to happen, but that's my point. You should be able to get a lot of mileage out of low bankrolls and also hit royal flushes. You can see here I initially held the ace, which is actually the correct hold. There's two gaps in that straight flush, so the ace is going to have to prevail here. If that 3 would have been a 4, there's only one gap, then the straight flush hold would have been correct. If it would have been a 5, then we have an open-ended straight, and then you would hold the straight. So that was a 17% error that I made there. 2 or more gaps, hold the higher cards. Still above 50% in our $100 bankroll. All is good. Almost 100% of our $100 bankroll. Another shot at the royal flush. Eventually it's going to convert. I hope you get the sense that we're playing for free, folks, because that's what we're doing. Two gaps in that potential straight flush. Gotta go for the queen. Full house. That's going to put us right back up to the $100 bankroll. Essentially playing for free, folks. Another straight, back to $100 bankroll. One of these royals is gonna roll out, I'm telling you. And yes, we're getting low on the bankroll at the dollar coin level, but remember, we can always go down to 50-cent coin and double our bankroll and be at 50%. So no worries. So all we're trying to do is hold on as long as possible at the higher denomination, just in case something good hits. We can always step down, be at 50% bankroll at a lower coin denomination. We're just waiting for something good to hit so we can collect our royals. So there you go. Micromanaging your bankroll is what allows you to open up your game and give you access to lots and lots of royals. Alan, I know you're out there. You catch my drift on this? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.